you on the dance floor? Can you meet me on the dance floor? Yeah, I see you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? 'Cause I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. Can you meet me on the dance floor? Dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. Yeah, I want you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? Yeah, I see you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? I could dance forever with you. I could dance forever with you. I just wanna dance with you. Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. Can you meet me on the dance floor? Dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. I wanna dance. 'Cause I wanna dance.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a roll. Savannah. Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a whirl, Savannah. I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah. The beauty of the world, Savannah. Let's all take a whirl. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah.
Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Versace.
Oh, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die.
Welcome to MVEC week number 3, or is this 2? Don't know. It's been a lot of weeks of a lot of different games. This is week 3. It was week 2 of NECC, week 3 of MVEC. As we load into control here, we have Wartburg versus Cornell in this first game tonight. We play on Busan.
Ready for battle. Croissant.
I haven't forgotten about what you did to Rio.
I'm glad your memory is
Should be a good game tonight. Cornell is the number 3 seed heading into this season. They are 2-0. Wartburg is 0-2. There are no teams that are 1-1 yet in this
stand very
league.
still.
So
But also,
we'll see if we can
avoid
change
the
that
bullets.
tonight, if we can get the first upset of the season here.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Let's get a groove on.
Take a look at this comp here. Skirmish Angel is going to go down. We have some dive coming out from the side of Cornell. And a little bit kind of a brawl dive hybrid on the side of Wartburg. Yoga2 is probably going to go down.
I'm tired of these games.
Wartburg's going to take for their trouble here, though. Lucio tries to do some work, gets slammed, so he's going to get immobilized for a little bit. Does manage to find his way out. Cornell is going to get control of the point first.
now you see, now you don't.
Wartburg trying to flip it. No team really has any clear, exciting fights yet. Both teams kind of just scrapping back and forth here. Wartburg still unable to fully cap here. Point just continues to get stalled out. Mine's on point. Yogatune's going to go down on the Venture. The Venture 1v1. Venture is going to go down, but Margaj on Ramatra are going to get slammed into those mines on point, and Wartburg never ended up taking control. That whole fight, percent is just picking up on the side of Wartburg as Yogatune trickles back into fight. Wartburg looking to full regroup now. Wartburg really just struggling to get decisive fights with the high mobility on the side of Cornell. It just really looks like the fights are just trickling down as Ball barely gets out. Any health left. Margaj by himself now on point against this Venture, dancing around his own shield. See some ultimates being popped here. Both Venture ultimates being popped for both teams. Lucio doing what he can to escape some backwards wall riding. Impressive stuff there. Punches that Tracer in the face, gonna finish him off. We see the Ramatra ult being popped as well. And finally, Wartburg gets control of this first point after 94% picks up on the side of Cornell, meaning that Cornell really just needs to take control of the point, and then it should be game for them if they can get control. Wartburg will have to control it for the rest of this game. This Ball is doing a little bit of a greedy swing through, does make it out. It looks like team trying to catch him down, but unable to do so. Ball just has such crazy movement. And no team swaps for either side of the team. They're just sticking to their original comps here. They have a game plan. They want to stick to it. And Ball's thinking about swinging through, sees a Reaper, and says, nope, I'm not going to do that today. Take a look at Venture here on the side of Wartburg, putting in some work on this back line, keeping them stuck in that choke. Enemy Venture trying to do the same. And does go down. We see the mines on point. Reaper going to teleport up to this high ground. No ults left on the side of Wartburg, but they can't afford to lose another fight. But they go down one by one, not lasting too much longer. Reaper just trying to stall out as much time as he can. Cornell's going to get control of that point. Wartburg, they're going to have to do what they can to touch. Looks like Venture is going to try. Vap unable to make his touch there, and that's going to be round 1 going to the side of Cornell.
Score 1-0.
Now, I would love to see Wartburg change up comps just a little bit. You know, this ball is so close to dying, but then makes it out. All it would take is some sort of switch of someone who could either slow him down, do a little bit more burst damage. Supports could switch to maybe an Ana to hit a sleep dart on him, and just that short stall should kill him. Maybe a Zenyatta to put a Discord on him, and that little bit of damage amplification should do it. But yeah, just didn't quite have what they need. We do see the junk switch now.
3, 2, 1.
Junkrat hopefully will be able to do a little bit more. Now we see the Orisa. The Orisa will just be able to spin this ball into a corner, hit a javelin. I think this is great comp switch from both these players. Now the only thing I'd be a little concerned about is maybe this Tracer. Don't really have the consistent damage to zone out a Tracer. Moira could be good to kind of zone out a Tracer, and even the Venture too. Just the consistent damage can really help against these really bold characters. And Margash is just going to get the Kiriko, but loses the whole team in the process. And it's going to be Cornell taking this control of this first point here. We'll take a look at this Junkrat here, see what he's able to do. He uses both Conk Mines just to kind of do some damage, throws a trap over. And with heroes like Junkrat, it's really inconsistent damage. It comes in really big bursts. When we hit those shots, they do a lot of damage. But for the most part, they're really hard to hit. Junkrat does have that mobility, lands one shot on that Venture, and Venture's forced to tunnel away. As Wartburg kind of piles onto point here, does swap control now, even without winning a fight. So we'll see how they maintain control here. Looks like they opted to move back to this high ground. Ooh, and the Tracer almost goes down. Eats one of those hits from Junkrat, but survives, makes it out, and the rest of Wartburg going down here. They're kind of just getting pincered with all this mobility on the side of Cornell.
Failure is a chance to grow.
Mate checking in.
I think we really do need some more off angles on the side of Wartburg if they really want to handle this. I mean, you don't want to split up too much that you're getting 1v1, but especially with the Venture could definitely take some off angles, really try to dive the back line of Cornell. There really isn't too much of a back line to be had. Venture making sure to stay up, not using that shift yet. Oh, and the Wrecking Ball barely stays alive. One more hit from Venture would have sealed the deal. And Greed's not using the shift to go underground with the low HP and gets caught by a Kiriko. And somehow America manages to make it out. That's Orisa for you. If you have your cooldowns, you can really live a long time. And Margash just running to point, gonna try to put some pressure on, force everybody to move. Oh my gosh, barely misses that javelin. We saw the visual effect hit, but it did not actually knock them back anywhere. That Venture's gonna go down. Window being popped in response. Uses that ultimate just to buy a little bit more time on that ball. See if that's enough. The Kiriko is going to go down right after using her ultimate. And this ball just spinning for their life, not going down, doing what ball does. This is why you need some sort of lockdown. I mean, we had Junkrat traps for a little bit, swapped to now have Flash, Concussion. Now Lucio surviving on just 1 HP. Wartburg fighting back now, getting up to 40% here. And a great javelin there from Margash. And now we see Wartburg finally taking some space. Oh, and Kiriko forced to use both cooldowns to get out there. Almost goes down after a great javelin there. Take a look at Angel here. Has that Deadeye ready. We'll see what angle he steps up on. He does kind of opt to just play right on point to try to flash. This ball does land the flash, but it's not enough. Rolls out of the way. Has Deadeye ready. Not popping it though. The Venture is going to go on him. Oh, it doesn't quite hit his shots. And that's how cast works. You hit your shots or you die. And Mines being popped here on the side of Cornell. Cornell just needs to really get this point and control it for a few seconds. No swaps from the side of Wartburg. Venture unable to make that touch, and that's going to be map 1 going to Cornell.
Play of the game.
Gotcha!
And so map 1 going to the side of Cornell there, 2-0. Wartburg at least was able to get control of the point for a little bit on both of those rounds. Just the dive and mobility from the side of Cornell, they just weren't able to survive at all. They opted for a bunker comp, just kind of bunker down, group up, and hopefully the pincer wouldn't matter too much when you just have BAP AoE healing everybody, putting down an Immort. You have Orisa kind of spinning anybody out of there who tries to infiltrate their bunker. But it just wasn't enough. They weren't able to land the kills that they needed to land. The ball kept swinging through and getting out with enough life to reset. And that's the thing about Wrecking Ball. It's pretty devastating. He is really hard to kill. You either have to kill him by having everybody focus him, or you just have to completely ignore him. But Balls find success when they just get half of the team's attention, and it's enough to soak up some damage, take some attention away for the rest of the team. And there just wasn't quite enough damage to finish him off on the side of Wartburg there. So Wartburg does get to choose the map now. We'll see what they opt for. Typically, Wartburg has opted to choose maps that are not ones where you switch sides, such as Control, Flashpoint, Push, those types of maps. So wouldn't be surprised if we see Flashpoint probably Push here from Wartburg. we do have the map pick coming in now. Is going to be Shambali, so not push. Shambali personally is one of my favorites. Wartburg is banning ball this time. Probably a good pick from them. And Cornell bans Venture.
Now arriving at the Shambali Mystery. Initiating match.
Shambali is a map where that first high ground can be really tricky to push past, as the cart kind of can sneak past the corner, but then if you don't actually clear that high ground first, you're just going to kind of get shot in the back there. Point 2 is kind of those windy turns there, and then point 3 is we're looking at here. Pretty simple. This last point, pretty open, hard to get that point pushed all the way, but very doable.
Time for spring.
Take a look at the comps here for both teams. Instead of Cornell, they are defending first.
Medical gentlemen.
Running Sojourn, Echo, Sigma, Iriko, and Ilari. So a very poke-heavy map there on the side of Cornell. I mean, they're probably going to look to just control that high ground there. And basically about the same thing coming from the side of Wartburg. Opting for a Life Weaver. The supports can kind of be a lot in poke comps. Most supports are capable of poking.
Prosperity.
Take a look at YOLO Tylo over here rocking the Zenyatta. And some Echo sticky bombs are just gonna have that Ashe get caught out. Zenyatta's opting to hold back and push point. Take a look at how trying to push through this choke is going. Cornell's actually walking forward. Typically, teams just gonna hold up on that high ground. And Ashe trying to take some shots down main. It looks like Wartburg's not deviating from their plan of just trying to push this choke, but these sticky bombs from Echo are just eating Wartburg up. And it looks like Ashe going back to base, probably going for a hero swap here. We do see the Soldier coming out. Probably to look to take care of this Echo as much as possible. We see Sojourn swap as well, so a little bit of Call of Duty comp. Still staying on the Sigma.
Actuating the barrier.
Sojourn kind of using slide just to jump up a little bit, but gets punished for it. So sticky. Soldier looking to take this high ground now. Wartburg finally making some work there. They get Pylon down. That rock's going to be caught by the Sojourn. And that Echo just so low, it's going to go down. Soldier going down there as he tries to go for an off angle. Echo's kind of just dancing around. Hard for Sigma to hit her, but falls too low and does go down there. And a great rock there from Margaj. He does get the follow-up there, and Wartburg now going to go back to try to catch that payload and bring that forward, as it was not being pushed that whole time. Cornell Sigma still sitting out here, taking a lot of damage for it. Margaj almost ultimate now. And the Sigma really is by himself. I'd love to see Wartburg jump on this and try to take care of him. I mean, Margaj doing what he can, but he's all alone. Tries to catch him as they're escaping, but it gets canceled somehow. Maybe he doesn't grab anybody? And now a Lari ultimate gonna go off. Transcendent's gonna save everybody there instead of Wartburg out. Margaj taking a lot of damage here. Points just kind of stuck here, nothing happening. No DPS alive on the side of Wartburg. These stickies are going to catch his Zen. This Echo's low, but they're probably going to get away. They do manage to get the health pack, and those stickies are going to take down Sojourn. Ooh, and that Echo almost going down, but Margaj is going to fall first, allowing the Cornell Sigma to push forward.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
And Wartburg kind of knowing that they're not going to be able to walk forward and touch that point. If anyone's going to do it though, Soldier is one of the characters. Gets booped. That doesn't quite make it. And a tough round there for Wartburg, just unable to find any kills. This kind of happened last map too.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
So now we see YOLO Tylo on the Alari. I think Alari's in a great spot here in the meta right now. Alari just capable of doing so much damage.
You don't seem like the type to keep
So
it
yeah,
back.
with Wartburg struggling to get these kills, I think having an Alari is a
I'm a woman of my
great
word.
place to start.
Your actions speak louder.
Adding basically a third DPS to the field. Since that pylon just kind of heals on its own, you don't even have to focus on healing. I mean, you can with your right click, but for the most part, you're able to spend a lot of your time just shooting down enemies.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Get ready for
And especially as a hit scan, that's going to help against this Echo as well. Wartburg not being very proactive here with the damage. Like, look at this. So they're able to walk up for free on the right side, and now Wartburg's going to just eat for free because nobody was paying attention. And yeah, they're just going to walk up that right side and completely clean Wartburg. And that honestly might even be game at this point. Lucio tries to do what is best to touch, but it's not going to be enough. And that's going to be map 2 going to the side of Cornell.
Play of the game.
So Cornell takes the lead up 2-0. We'll have to see what Wartburg can do to try to bring this back. That game was dominant. First one was a little closer. What Wartburg really needs to do, as you saw there on defense, they just need to be much, much more proactive. They were just kind of hiding up on that high ground, playing a little bit scared, and then Cornell was able to just walk up the side with Junker Queen, take a big axe swing into almost the entire team, and clean them up. Now we see the Flashpoint pick coming out, going to Suravasa. Flashpoint is a game mode where it really favors mobility. So I know normally that's what Wartburg thrives at, playing usually a comp with a mix of Lucio, Junker Queen, and Wu Yang. But I mean, if we take a look at how first map went, mobility reigns supreme on the side of Cornell.
Traveling to Suravasi.
All right, here we go. Heading into map number 3. This is game point here. The side of Cornell. If they take this map, they do win tonight's game. Wartburg fighting for their lives here. We'll see what they can come up with, what answers they've discussed during the break, and how they plan to handle this Cornell team who was dominant in the last map. As I mentioned earlier, Flashpoint is a game where mobility is extremely important. Getting to that point first allows you to take proper positioning, really control the pace of the game as the other team's forced to push into you if they want to capture the objective. And so mobility just matters so much. We'll probably see a lot of Lucio, as you see Lucio on both sides here. Lucio, Wu Yang, Ball, and Winston as the tanks. We see 2 dive DPS on the side of Yogatoon and Angel playing Adventure and Vendetta. We see Tracer and Vendetta on the other side of the team. Actually, D.Va is the swap over there from Archie. These matchups can get a little messy, as the first snap kind of looked a bit messy. Both teams kind of dance around each other, trying to pick off one at a time.
In with a splash. Come and get me.
Ball making it out just barely. D.Va's in there. Wu Yang, no more mobility left. Gonna go down.
Point unlocked.
The whole team trying to chase down this Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball gonna try to go for a dive here. Catches the Lucio, pops him up. Doesn't quite go down yet though. D.Va's still caught back here. Is D.Va gonna make it out? And they do. And Angel gonna go down on Vendetta there pretty quickly. Didn't quite see what happened there, but it's gonna force Wartburg to probably reset. And the Tracer and the Venture are going to trade lives there. Wrecking Ball just trying to force people to come back to point. Almost gets this Juno there, but gonna have to reload, run out of ammo, run out of steam. Lucio is here to join him now. Still trying to get this Juno, does go down in the process. Wartburg probably going to have to just give up this point and go to the next one. They could try to make a last-ditch effort, but I don't think it's worth it in a game like Flashpoint, where you don't fully reset, and they go a little bit too late. Now Yogatoon's probably going to die for it. And we'll see how they're able to reset going into the next point. This is where teams get staggered and can lose a lot of momentum.
They have greater numbers.
Yeah, Angel getting staggered as well. This is what happens, is sometimes you just got to give up that point in Flashpoint. It's not like Control where you ought to just try to win every single point. Well, they don't see the Tracer just sitting behind them, waiting for their supports to get picked off. We see the Moira swap now. I think this is great. Moira's a great swap against Dive. You're so mobile, you can escape pretty easily, literally fade out of existence. You have an AoE heal. Team plays clumped up, it should work out pretty well. Moira tries to fade behind everybody though. You're gonna get punished for that. Some awesome animations there from Cassidy. Oh, okay. Not gonna shoot the Vendetta, we're just gonna turn around. Don't shoot the tank, you gotta shoot the squishies first there. D.Va trying to make it out, does fly over that wall. Gets out alive. Tracer also gonna make out. Oh, and Venture gets booped in the air, unable to make it underground to safety. D.Va just waving high. That is a little BM there, but probably trying to just feed charge to the rest of their teammates for ultimate, so is the proper thing to do. Lucio's gonna go down. Let's see how Wartburg can make use of this. They're still down one though because that Vendetta's gone. Oh, they do make it out. Oh, I thought this cast was dead from that D.Va bomb. They are able to make it out.
There's fire.
And Wartburg takes control of a point here. They do need to take 3 points in a row in order to stay in this game. It is now map point and game point. This cast takes a little bit of an aggressive angle there. Does manage to kill the Vendetta with Flash. See the Juno ult coming out. Wartburg trying to back up, but just get collapsed on instead. Margash fighting for his life on point, trying to buy every second he can, but that point is going to get flipped. It is at 0% for the side of Cornell, though, so Wartburg is able to regroup and go in. They need to make sure they wait for their tank, though. They don't want to get picked off, especially against such a mobile dive comp like Cornell's running. But instead, D.Va gets D-Max in the process, and Vendetta goes down. They kind of baited one out there. Great stuff on the side of Wartburg. Baby D.Va goes down. Wartburg running their way onto point now. Lucio down. Juno's going to try to make it out, and I think they're just going to let her get out as they cap this point. Lucio going to try to mark this Tracer. Yeah, opts to not go any deeper. Get back to the rest of their team. D.Va's going to go down, does pop D.Va bomb. Is it going to catch anybody? It does catch Margash there. And Wartburg kind of slowly, actually more quickly, disappears. But Wartburg still does have one more fight in them. Tracer makes it out too. He misses the bomb. And it looks like Wartburg's opting to go for a different angle here, trying to take this side route. And Maragash cancels the Vendetta ult. That's huge. Wartburg needs to go in and touch. We do see 2 support ults being popped. Deadeye was also popped with 3 ults to use on the side of Wartburg here. They do need to win this fight. Game is on the line here. Tracer and D.Va looking unkillable at the moment. And this overtime still continues. Cornell able to make it back, actually. They just stalled for long enough. And Cornell might be turning this fight around, actually. They stalled long enough for teammates to get back. And Cornell wins the game on that fight, actually. Wow, there was only D.Va and Tracer left, and they stalled long enough to make it back.
Play of the game.
And GG's to... Oh gosh, the stream was not even on the right screen that whole time. Sorry about that. You were looking at the map. Hopefully you were able to hear my commentating, and that was enough. But Cornell did take that one 3-0. And that will be tonight's game. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties there.